does a cucumber become a pickle? With some science. And maybe vinegar? I didn't read the ingredients. That's why we brought in Chef Claire Hollingsworth.
Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make my favorite snack, a pickle. Pickling itself is the process of preserving food in an acidic base. I'm using cucumbers today, but you can use anything like hard-boiled eggs, peppers, green beans, beets. You can pickle pretty much anything, except ice cream. I don't really think you can pickle ice cream.
In her kitchen, the only thing hotter than the burner is the science. This is Chef Claire.
We're going to be talking about two different types of pickling, traditional pickling and quickling. Traditional pickling involves a process called lactic acid fermentation. Lactic acid fermentation turns sweet into sour by transforming the sugars within a vegetable. Lactic acid has been used to preserve dairy products, such as cheese and yogurt. But it can also be used to preserve meat. Pickled pork, anyone? Bacteria grows best in neutral pH areas, around 6 or 7. When we put vegetables in this brine, it lowers their pH level, making it much more acidic. Lactobacillus metabolizes the sugar inside the fruit or vegetable before other harmful bacteria can grow on it. Quickling, however, is a lot more simple. With quickling, you're basically just brining whatever vegetable, in my case cucumbers, in vinegar, sugar, and whatever flavoring you want. I find that normally one regular-sized cucumber fits in about a jar. Let's go ahead and add my seasonings to the bottom of each of these. I'm gonna put some fresh dill, and you don't have to worry about taking the stems off. Salt plays a pretty important role in the whole pickling process, but you have to make sure you don't add too much, or else all of a sudden you're gonna have a mouthful of salt. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up a clove of garlic and put some in each. Pickling can take up to a week to let those vegetables soak. With a quickle, you just toss it in some brine and let it soak overnight. But that means a quickling recipe should never be used in pickling. Anything that can quickle something overnight should not be trusted to soak for a week. You're gonna get some nasty bacteria up in there. You don't have to make your garlic cuts perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and add a spoonful of sugar to each one. You need to make sure that you don't add too much sugar because then the sugar inside of the vegetables won't get converted. And that's what needs to happen for the quickle to taste like a quickle. Let's go ahead and add our vegetables. I want to leave room for my water and vinegar. I've got my white vinegar. A normal quickling recipe calls for about half a part water and half a part vinegar. I always shake up my jar of quickles before I put them in the fridge to not only spread the seasonings throughout, but also to make sure that the sugar is evenly spread out throughout all of the cucumbers. If it's not spread evenly throughout, you may have some cucumbers that turn into quickles and some that are just sad little wet cucumbers in a jar. Leave these in the fridge overnight, and then you have a delicious breakfast of pickles for the next day. You can quickle almost anything. For example, hard-boiled eggs. My mom does this all the time, so shout out to you, Mom, for inspiring this idea. Careful not to shake the eggs as hard as you shook the cucumbers, because otherwise they're gonna break in half and you're gonna have some nastiness to deal with. Quickles and quickled eggs taste best within about 3 days, but make sure you don't eat them after a week. I don't have time to wait overnight, so with the power of TV magic, the quickles I made at 11:27 last night. You can see the real difference in color and how the brine turns a lot milkier. And that's just chemistry happening. Look at this. Does this, ooh. It's flying liquid, can you see that? Does this look like a regular cucumber to you? Let's give it a taste. It's very sour because I like my pickles sour, so I think it's perfect. And there you have it, the power of chemistry or the magic of quickling. I'm Chef Claire, and I'll see you next time.
If you're watching this, you must have really liked the video. Make sure you follow and subscribe, and check out these other videos that are even better. No, really. I've seen this one over 100 times.